This thing is literally the loudest block of cheese I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, for real. All it is just a block of cheese with 4 buttons and a knob on it. And a stupidly terrible looking tuning screen, and a compass. Well, you're probably wondering, how the fuck did I get here? Because this clearly isn't my house. So, there's one small thing that's occurred to me, viewers. Where the hell am I? Who are you? Hello? Who are you? Oh, shit. Oh, boy. It's the Raven from Portsmouth.
Yes.
Doink. Hey, guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with...
Raven Federer or Lunar Raveny.
And yes, we are indeed meeting up for the second time, except this time, we're doing radio reviews together. So, unlike the first time in December where we met up.
For literally a day.
Not even a day, like 3 hours.
Yeah, like 4 hours, yeah.
3 hours. Like... But, either way, it's...
Ka! Ka!
Even Emily is like, what the fuck? But, anyways, you're probably wondering, just what exactly are we doing here in the middle of the night in...
It's not the middle of the night, it's sunset.
Well, it's sunset, but it's like, it's night, isn't it? It's night to the point where the tower behind us is blinking red.
Don't walk in the grass, Burpee.
I wasn't going to, but, bruh, I just realized we look like a couple on camera, even though we're not dating.
Yeah.
We're besties.
Yeah.
So for those of you who take it out of context, fuck off.
I mean, your fandom is pretty good at that. Am I wrong?
Not really. I hate this. Yes.
Demand. Ka!
Anyways, what do we have here? So, I guess it's time to finally get this episode started, shall we?
Yes.
So, if we may, go over here in the light real quick. The street light. Ah, yes. Oh man, they already issued one of them Amber Alerts. They're amber.
Amber, yellow, potato. Amber's a yellow.
Amber Alerts. Anyways.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Anyways, your jokes are fucked up. Then again, mine are not even. Mine are not even better. They're not any better. But anyways, in this episode of Radio Reviews, we're going to be taking a look at this. The block of cheese with 4 buttons, a solar panel, a reading light, a flashlight, a loud as hell S.O.S alarm, and a digitally analog tuning screen. I say digitally analog because it looks like it's a rectangle literally with numbers on it. But this radio is actually made by a brand we've never heard of, and that radio is called, clearly as it states, the SolarCrank CR1009. Okay, so as it is getting darker and darker by the minute, we're here. So this is it. The SolarCrank CR1009. I don't know much about this radio except for the fact that Makoto over here said that it's literally a block of cheese. And quite honestly, he's kind of right. That's exactly what it looks like.
It looks like the cheddar we cut up for tacos last night.
It looks like cheddar from Kraft.
Kraft cheddar.
We used Kraft.
Yes.
We did, didn't we?
Yes.
Shit. But, the coronavirus.
Shut up.
But no, the SolarCrank CR1009. So, let me just go on top of Emily's trunk lid real quick and just go over here. So, just a brief overview of this block of cheese. So, okay. So, brief overview. Right out of the box, you can see that it's all yellow. It has two knobs in the front. One for tuning, obviously it tunes the frequencies, and one for the power and volume with a green light to boot. We have the speaker on the left side with a rather unique speaker grill. You have your solar panel and reading lamp, which folds out like so on the top. And also on the front, you have your power for battery switching for lithium ion or AAA battery power. You have your band selector knob, which is weather band, FM, AM, and shortwave. This actually has shortwave. You have your weather band channel selector from channels 1 through 7. And we're going to switch it to channel 7 because that's the only channel we can pick up here. On this side, you have 3 buttons. You have one for the flashlight, one for the reading light, and one for the rather loud SOS alarm. And on the side here, I figured that. But on this side, you have the charging port, which is micro USB, and the USB cell phone charging port, which is literally just a USB. On the back, you have your compartment for AAA batteries. There they are. You have your hand crank on the back with a rather chunky handle. On this side, you have the flashlight and you have the red LED on top for the SOS alarm. And the reading light is still on. On the bottom, you have your, oh, sorry. Yes, hello. Sorry if the flash is interfering with your eyes. I kind of have to have it on because of the lighting.
You're fine.
This isn't enough. On the bottom, you have this screwed in compartment for the lithium ion rechargeable battery. And it also has a hand strap with its own compass.
Yeah, I really like that feature personally.
That'll be something. I mean, the compass kind of reminds me of the Jensen SRW S1000. That had a built-in compass, except that one could just slide out of the back of the radio. And then you could just use it as that. But, nevertheless, it does have one. So,
What direction are we facing?
I believe it isn't working right. Oh, wait.
Maybe it's because like your hand is under the, hang on, let me see it.
Probably north? I have no idea.
Hang on.
I think this way's north.
Northeast.
That's north. Okay, that's north then.
Yeah, that's north.
Okay, so north, south, whatever, east ever. So, yeah, obviously we need to address the elephant in the room here with this radio. The loud as hell SOS alarm. Yeah, we got to do that.
So loud.
It is loud. So, you know what? I'm going to have you record this next feature, and I'm going to go down there, right on that roundabout, and then, yeah. So, let's get to the first feature. I'll tell you what. Don't worry. So, here we go. The SOS alarm. Hi. So, anyways, here we go. Gotta do the SOS alarm. So, what I'm gonna do is walk down there
To the
all the way to
roundabout.
that roundabout and see how loud this thing actually is. So, be right back. This road hurts.
Well, it doesn't hurt for me. I'm wearing sandals. So he's over there. Don't go on the grass. Oh my god. What?
I think we found out who is who.
Sure.
This thing is loud.
Yes, it is.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear me from the camera all the way over there, but coming closer, you might be able to recognize what the hell I'm actually saying. So, yeah. The point is, it's loud. Too loud. But it gets people's attention. I mean, I'm pretty sure you probably heard it from like 0.2 miles, that probably was.
Yeah.
So, you heard it. The viewers heard it. The echoes were heard. Welcome to the Virginia neighborhood known as Port's Bitch. The Port's Mouth of Eastern Virginia.
Martin's Mouse, as you said earlier, as you said yesterday. Portsville.
But nevertheless, it's loud as hell. Like it really is. But it's good because it gets people's attention, right? So
Zoom.
Drew's gonna love that. But yeah, that's the SOS alarm. So why don't we go ahead and go back inside because I'm freezing my tits off.
You don't have tits.
Somewhat. But anyways, yeah.
A cup. A cup.
Well, yeah, I'm a man, so that's not a big. We're gonna head back inside.
Yes.
And we're just gonna see what else can be discussed about this radio. And I already know one feature: the design. What the hell were they thinking? Okay, so we're back inside. And this cutie is on his laptop as he burps. But yes, he's on his laptop.
Yes.
And anyways, we were discussing the design of this block of cheese, and quite frankly, what the fuck? What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Like, for real. I don't know what they were thinking when they were designing this thing. Because this literally looks like something out of a plumber's convention. Like, I'm sorry. This thing is ugly.
It is, honestly.
It's ugly. It has no characteristics. Let's just say, we got a low budget. We're just gonna make a giant plastic frickin' block. Nothing more. Oh, it has no character to it. All it is just a yellow block with some holes in it. That's literally all it is. Sure, it has your solar panel and reading light, but a lot of radios have that. Sure, it has a hand strap, but lots of radios have that. And yes, the reading light does work. That's very bright, actually.
It's the low setting.
Oh, that's even brighter. Damn. But
yeah,
lots of radios have that. But Yeah, it's got a built-in compass. But, well, I say built-in when it's clearly strapped to the outside of the radio on the hand strap. But, I mean, yeah, it's not that ugly, but it is because of the color of it. It looks like something that's been left out in the sun for too long. Got puberty through the fucking... The sun rays. I don't know. All right, let me rephrase that. It's like if it was white and it got plastic cancer from the sun rays and turned yellow as a result. Also, but yeah, clearly I don't like the design of it, but I'm sure others might like it. But that's not the point. The point is that this is just plainly my opinion. And my opinion is that this frickin' yellow block is ugly.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can possibly agree.
Yeah, it is, but I don't mind the design too much.
Yeah, well, the design is just one minor setback. So why don't we talk about the next thing? And that would be the reading light up top, since you just demonstrated it. Okay, the reading light on the SolarCrank CR1009. So, let's... Bless you.
Thanks.
So, let me just turn that off. Oops.
Boy!
Okay, so...
Don't accidentally press the,
No, it's on the bottom.
Okay.
So, the reading light button is right here in the middle, and it actually has two settings.
It lights up the whole ass room.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
That's very bright. Holy crap.
I turned off my laptop screen and, yeah, it's very bright.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, it's very bright.
That is bright.
That's the high setting.
And it has 6 LEDs. This is the high setting. 6 LEDs on this strip right here. And this is the low setting. Not much. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, especially during a power outage, you could probably get away with lighting up the whole entire room without having to worry about it being too dark, because this thing will be lighting up the whole thing. Look, you can see Makoto just fine even with the flash on. Punching the air and dancing like a little... cracking his knuckles in the process. Like he's gonna get ready to punch somebody. Or scratch somebody with his long-ass nails, which he still needs to cut.
I will not.
Which he still needs to cut.
I am not cutting them.
Yes.
Bitch. I am
Yeah,
not.
up. You're calling me a bitch?
You are.
You up.
And I'm proving. Okay, fine. You want me to prove your point? I got your gushers now.
Go ahead, you can have them. You're a gusher. Oh.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I could say something in response to that, but I don't think I should.
I'm so sorry, that came out wrong. Oh my god. Well, you're sweet like a fruit gusher.
These are sour, though.
No, they aren't sour. They're the regular gushers.
Michael.
Well, oh. I did not notice that. Pick up the gusher chunk. Nice. More casualties. You ruined the economy on day 12! Oh, you poor burpee.
That was funny.
Snort. Ladies and gentlemen, he snorted live on video. Snort. Snort. Anyway.
I ate cat hair.
You guys get the... You guys get the point. You guys get the point. The reading light is very bright. Water, water, drink it, drink it, drink it. Why? Why?
I have a gusher in my mouth.
Anyways, yeah, the reading light is...
Sorry.
The reading light is... Okay. All right, so the reading light, or the reading lamp, is actually very good, and it gets a pass. Now let's talk about the other thing that's related to light. The flashlight. Okay. Snort.
Someone's gonna make a compilation of me making bodily noises.
That might be me after this video.
What?
That might be me. You know what? I'm gonna make a compilation of you snorting, laughing, and burping, and coughing. Maybe at the end of this video, we'll find out.
Or add a counter on the video. Fuck.
Plus, it corrects for red eye. Anyways, okay. For the flashlight, you press the top button right up here, and...
It can get away with lighting up the whole room, too.
Oops, that's a bit too bright.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whoa. Okay. So I mounted it vertically. I just placed it up vertically, and it actually is a very feasible light. Same thing with the reading light. It can light up a pretty large radius. Granted, this is only a room, but even then, that's pretty good for a light, from an emergency radio. I mean, that is not half bad. It's almost on par, dare I say, probably a little bit less powerful than the ER210 and 310, but it has two settings just like both radios. And this thing is an off-brand radio, which makes it even more interesting because not too many off-brand radios get away with having such a powerful flashlight. This is low power mode. This is high power. This is low power. But, well, I mean, yeah, but it's still very bright. That's actually not that bad. That's actually not that bad. And I smell the gushers. That's not bad at all. You know what else? Man, this bag is sticky now.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, nice World Trade Center picture.
We've been there in season 12.
I haven't been there, though. Bug. It flew away.
Anyway.
You killed a fucker.
Damn. You have a masochist over here.
Masochist?
Yes.
I'm a cold-blooded serial killer! Damn it, I don't have a weapon in here.
No. Oh. Here's your weapon.
Ow!
Some weapon. Anyways, so yeah.
Or it could be like one of those 20 dancers that do this.
Oh my God. No. Anchors Away. Starring Gene Kelly, Frank Sinatra, and Makoto Bixby. Anyways.
Mac Bixby. Yeah.
Makoto, Mac, whatever.
Ravenous hatred. Your face you gave me was so funny.
Anyway, next feature, and actually it's right up here, and that's why it has solar in its name. The solar panel.
Man, I'm hypnotized by this malachite pyramid.
Yes, I can clearly tell you've been looking at it for only 30 minutes.
Malachite pyramid and these pyrite pyramids are good too.
Anyway, the solar panel on the SolarCrank CR1009. So we can't test it because it's literally 8:36 at night. So yeah, exactly. That's the outcome of that. But you can see, if I possibly put light up to here? No, it's not even working. But the thing is, it's a good thing it has a solar panel, and it does work. It's just not getting enough light because the sun is gone. So, yeah, we can't test it. That's the main thing. But hey, it really works. I can guarantee you that. So what the solar panel does is, for those of you who are just joining in, you obviously probably know this already, but it takes solar energy from the sun or any other sort of light source possible, but not all light sources, and then it just converts it into solar energy, powering the radio, and that's exactly what it does. But right now it's not doing any of the sort because we're in a pretty dim room, and the sun is gone for the time being. So you have this green LED light for the powering, for the power on the radio. Clearly you can see that it is working properly. So yeah, the solar panel is a great feature to have. But I'm actually going to let Makoto talk about this because he seemed pretty vocal about this, about the next feature.
The solar panel?
No, not the solar panel. The compass.
Oh.
So
It's a compass, first of all.
So why don't we talk about it more often?
Well, yeah, fans can be used as weapons. You a fan of this? Just kidding.
But anyways, I'm gonna let you talk about the compass since you were vocal about it. But yeah. So the compass on the SolarCrank CR1009, it's pretty self-explanatory. You hold it like this, and as you can see, it turns to the direction that it's facing. But what's kind of cute about this compass is that it has a little air bubble inside, just trapped in there.
Yep.
But yeah, clearly it's a very workable compass. It's just very sensitive, which is probably why it wasn't working that well outside, especially from the fact that we were like holding it like this.
Yeah.
But now it seems to be working just fine, and it appears that...
Yeah, you're not supposed to, like, hold it very tightly. You have to hold it a little gentle.
Like this?
Well, I hold it like this. That seems to work better.
Yep, north is that way, I think.
Yep. Well, yeah, north is that way.
Yeah, behind this wall is north.
And, oops. That's west over there.
Yep.
More or less. More like... yeah, about west. Maybe like... west-northwest. What? What?
Just look.
What?
I don't know.
And this way... it'll turn.
It takes a while to register. There it
South.
goes. So yeah, and that's east.
Yep.
So north, south, east, west.
Yep.
So yeah, clearly the compass is very sensitive, but that's like, oh, you okay?
Yeah.
That's a great feature to have, especially if you're lost. Then again, this radio is marketed as a survival radio. So
It's part of why the alarm is so loud, because if you're lost in a forest somewhere, you can just sound the alarm and someone will eventually find you, probably.
yeah, I mean, you heard it from like 2 blocks away.
Maybe not even 2 blocks away, like maybe like a third of a mile away, more or less.
No, not even a third of a mile.
Quarter mile?
No, not even a quarter.
Fifth of a mile?
Probably 0.1 miles.
Yeah, probably 0.1.
Or a few hundred yards.
A few hundred yards, yeah.
Let's just assume that.
Well, the distance from the gas station just outside my neighborhood and my house is about half a mile. So, yeah, probably like less than a third of a mile you were from me.
Yeah, fair enough. But, yeah. So the compass definitely works. So why don't we go ahead and talk about something else? And this is something that Makoto didn't even know until I told him. And that would be the ability to have 2 different types of batteries to power this thing. Okay, so here is the main feature about this radio. Or one of the main features.
Oh, you do have the screwed driver.
Yeah.
The screwed driver.
So, if I open this screw on the bottom here.
There is hopefully a battery.
Yes, there is.
Oh, damn, that's a big-ass battery.
So you'll notice that this is the rechargeable lithium-ion battery, 3.7 volt. And by the looks of it, this is 2,000 milliamps of power. So, just a side note, if this battery goes bad, and if you want to replace it, go higher in milliamps, like slightly higher, like 2150, 2200. Because you always want to go, when you're replacing a battery in a unit such as this, or even older laptop batteries, you always want to go higher in milliamps and not lower, because it'll burn out the capacity. Well, not the capacitors, I think. Not the capacity, but even then, well, it won't necessarily burn out the capacitors most of the time, but it will underperform drastically than what, because this unit was designed with this battery to handle 22 or 2,000 milliamps, I'm sorry. So always go a little higher in milliamps if you want to replace a lithium-ion battery such as this. Just a side note. Yeah, this is the Commonwealth battery that you would find
Common bat?
in the ER210 and the ER310 from Midland have the same exact battery. It's just a different amperage.
Oh.
So yeah, there's that on the bottom, the lithium-ion battery. And on the back here, you saw it outside earlier, you have 3 AAA batteries, which in this case are Energizer Ultimate Lithiums.
I think I put those in there.
Yeah,
remember.
you probably did. So you have lithium batteries being being used for both types of purposes. The lithium-ion and lithium, AAAs. These are not lithium-ion, these are just standard lithium batteries. So, that's nice. But, the fact of the matter is, that's a very useful feature to have. In case your batteries go bad, you can just switch it to lithium-ion with the touch of a button or a switch. So, in this case, it's a switch. If you want to go to lithium-ion, you can just have it on the bottom. If you want to go to top, you can just have it for AAA power. But I should note that when it's on the bottom, that's when you'll have to have it plugged into the side here to be able to charge it. Because I'm not sure if the hand crank can power or recharge the battery. I think it might be able to do that, but the main thing is it has that feature if you want to use both types of batteries. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it on AAA for now, because it appears that the lithium-ion battery on the bottom is stone dead. So yeah, but yeah, nevertheless, it has that feature if you need it. But there's one bad feature that we must talk about. This thing, the antenna. Look at how short this thing is.
There's another bad feature too.
Oh, we'll discuss that one after this. So, the antenna is next. Okay, the antenna on the SolarCrank CR1009. So, this is a downside. I'll tell you why. Well, aside from the fact that it's already slightly bent, but that's just normal use. But the problem is that because it's so short, it will not be able to grab that many signals. Because, as you know, you need bigger antennas to get farther signals, or at least a more consistently made antenna. This one, the consistency is sort of there, but the length does not suffice, safe to say. Because not only with a shorter antenna will you get worse signals, you will also get heavier static. So that's a downside right there. But the other problem is these antennas, these particular ones, are sort of known for falling apart slowly as time goes on. So you have that to deal with. But the main issue is really with the signals. And this thing does telescope at least, so that's sort of a plus. But the antennas on these aren't exactly known for being the best. I mean, sure, it can pick up KHB-37 just fine, because that's exactly
Southwest winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming south 15 to 20 knots.
See?
Waves 1 to 2 feet, increasing to around 2 feet. Thursday, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots.
Even with the antenna all the way down, it can still pick up KHB-37 very crystal clear. But these things are not known for grabbing signals. And clearly, this is a prime example of that. I mean, yeah, the ER210 has the similar size antenna. The Spark has a similar size antenna. But these antennas, the way they are so short, they're just simply not good enough for getting faraway signals. I mean, as I've said, surely we can pick up KHB-37 perfectly fine, because that's the only damn station that can be received from here.
I'm trying to get my blanket. Blanky.
But you said there was another bad feature to discuss on this radio?
This has scared the shit out of me plenty of times.
Oh, really? Why don't you tell us what the bad feature is before I stop the recording and go ahead and go to the next segment?
Hopefully it doesn't. Oh wow, no it isn't.
Wait. I noticed this earlier. Is it the tuning needle? Oh.
No, not that. But like, if you turn it fast enough, the alarm goes off for no reason. Like it goes off for like a moment, it goes
What?
It does that.
No.
That's part of why I don't use
No.
it. It does that. I'm dead serious.
We need to discuss this. We gotta find this shit out. Okay, I'm gonna try and pull this off. You hold the camera.
Alright.
I gotta see this shit.
It's scary.
Does it work on AM or FM?
Either one, I think.
Okay, let's try AM.
Oh god. It's going to scare the hell out of both of us. Ow.
Like that?
I think you need to go a little slower than that. Of course now it's not doing it, but
The world.
But yeah. Honest to whatever higher power that may or may not exist, I've seen it happen. Ah.
Maybe on FM.
I don't know. No, it's not doing it.
You have your hand over your ear just in case.
Yeah, because it scares the hell out of me every time. Of course now it doesn't do it. You could probably demonstrate what it does.
Ah!
Yeah, that's what it does! That's what it does!
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what it does! Dead ass, that's what it does!
You gotta be kidding me. That's like that.
See? That's why I don't use it.
Okay, that's it. This radio's on my shit list. I see what you mean now.
Yes.
That must be incredibly annoying.
And scary.
Especially when it's that loud, too.
And especially for somebody who has sensory issues, aka my senses are multiplied by 2!
You!
Huh?
You.
Yeah. Me and my joyous mental health.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
That's big.
That's what she said. Oh, now I have a weapon.
But yeah. So clearly, there is a obvious tuning glitch.
Yeah.
Luckily, it doesn't happen too often, but when it does, I can see what you mean now. But why don't we go into the next feature, which is something more positive, the hand crank.
Yeah.
All right, the hand crank. On the solar power, or the SolarCrank CR1009. So let's go ahead and demonstrate that. Makoto,
Yeah.
whenever you're done with that laptop, if you'll indulge me to record it again while I do the hand crank demonstration.
Okay, hang on a sec.
It's already recording, I just need you to hold it, because
My dumbass forgot my camera and tripod.
yeah, laugh. I drove 6 hours, not even 6, actually 7.5 hours to get here.
And you're gonna laugh at me for forgetting my camera?
Oh, sorry.
Fuck you too.
No, just kidding.
Oh, fuck. I didn't want Calcite this time.
He's just obsessing over what he saw at the mall today.
Because!
And it's adorable.
Because I love crystals!
It's adorable as hell to watch.
Alright, where the fuck is the orange carnelian I bought tonight? Where is it? Where's the bitch? Where is she? Motherfucker, I lost. Oh no, it's over here.
He lost it. More at 9.
Orange carnelian.
If you know, you know.
Damn it, Michael.
But yeah, whenever you're done, go ahead and hold the camera if you want, or hold the phone.
Okay.
But yeah, the hand crank is obviously a very useful feature to have on this radio, or any radio for that matter. But the main thing that stands out for me is the rather chunky handle it has. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a good way of leverage, but I mean, can't really demonstrate it with one hand, or at least not that well with one hand. I gotta hold it with my freaking foot.
Should have bought that malachite cube, man.
It was $40.
I can afford it!
True.
Look at it!
Next time you go there, get it.
If it's still there, yeah. I probably won't be going back to the Maven until like fucking December.
Aww.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, whenever you're ready, go ahead and hold the phone. But yeah, that's really the main thing about this. The freaking yeah. Now it's just going all over the place because I'm only doing it with one hand. But the main problem is that it has a chunky handle. But well, it's not really a problem, but the one thing that sticks out. Yeah. You can go ahead and hold it. Thank you. But other than that, it's not that bad. It cranks well, and it's easy to crank.
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably have cranked it just out of curiosity.
My mom has too. She was the one that got me this, I think. Yeah, she was.
It's fine. Listen. But yeah, the hand crank is actually pretty usable. So that's a plus. Next thing we're going to get into is something that's operating in terms of the radio. The speaker quality.
Okay.
Okay, so getting up from the bed and going on the desk. Getting rid of putting the orange rocks on the side. By the way, this looks really nice. Especially with the contrast of this fake gem. But, nevertheless. Let's go ahead and test out the speaker quality on the SolarCrank CR1009. We're going to use good old KHB 37 in Norfolk.
Your 20 minutes. Waves less than 1 foot and 1 shot, increasing to 1 to 2 feet on the average. Monday night, south winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest after midnight. waves 1 to 2 feet. Tuesday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Tuesday night, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Waves less than 1 foot and light chop. Wednesday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming south 15 to 20 knots. Waves 1 to 2 feet, increasing to around 2 feet. Thursday, southwest winds 15 to 20 knots, becoming west after midnight. Gusts to 30 knots. Waves around 2 feet. A chance of showers. Marine forecast, James River from James River Bridge to Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. Tonight, northwest winds 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots, becoming north.
That's
10
actually
knots
really
after
good.
Midnight, then becoming northwest late. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Monday, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots, increasing to 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon. Waves 1 foot. Monday night, south winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest after midnight. Waves 1 to 2 feet. Tuesday, southwest winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots.
So the speaker quality is great, actually. So we're going to move on to the next feature, and that would be the reception. Okay, the reception on the SolarCrank CR1009.
God, I suppose water.
Huh?
Where?
Oh, here, thank you. I got you.
No, over here, I guess. No, it's over here.
Thanks, Makoto.
I'm cold.
But also, the speaker quality was good.
Yeah, good. Don't.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah. I already spilled water on my dad's laptop. At least I think it was my dad's laptop.
There.
No, it was my grandpa's laptop.
This is a bad idea, too. All right,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to close it for now.
Okay.
By the way, who knew Samsung could actually make a laptop that looks good?
I mean, it's a good laptop.
Good looking, at least.
It is a good laptop. I mean, it glitches sometimes with its stupid updates, but that's the only problem I've had with it.
At least it doesn't lag like mine.
Sure.
Huh?
I just tapped the mouse pad.
But anyway, the reception.
You already drank half that water?
I was thirsty.
Alright.
You know what? Want to see me drink it?
Well, you could have saved it, but... Alright.
Hey, water's water.
Alright.
Easy access.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Did you just slip?
I tripped a bit.
Over what?
Like, my ankle does that sometimes. It just goes like...
Oh, mine does that too.
But anyway, we're first going to do indoor reception, then outdoor reception. So let's try it indoors. I think we're only just going to get one channel, that being KHP37 in Norfolk. So,
Truckload here shit.
Norfolk.
Which occurred in 1892.
Channel 1, Channel 2, Channel 3, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 6.
Now here
7.
is the hazardous weather outlook for southeast Maryland, northeast North Carolina, central Virginia, east central Virginia, eastern Virginia, north central Virginia, south central Virginia, and southeast Virginia. Tonight, no hazardous weather is expected at this time.
Just keep it at Virginia and be done with it. Now, don't say Central Virginia, Northeast Virginia, Southeast Virginia, Eastern Virginia, South Central Virginia, and Southeast West Virginia. We're in Southeast Virginia. Get it right to the point. So,
Sometimes there's only a chance of severe thunderstorms in central Virginia, not Southeast Virginia, because Southeast Virginia is gay and stupid.
Well, just say Central Virginia then.
Except being gay is not stupid.
well, yeah. But Southeastern Virginia is stupid.
Yes.
It is stupid.
What's weird is that I'm totally against using gay as an insult, but I just called Southeastern Virginia gay.
Well, you're pansexual, so that counts.
Polysexual, which means basically the same thing.
By the way, when I say it counts, you can say it.
Sure, man.
You're so cute.
No, you.
I'm still making that poll, by the way. I hope you know that. Look, he's literally all snuggled up in his little blankie. Don't hide from me.
I will.
No. No.
Ah! No.
Oh, he's turning red.
Shut up.
You're turning red.
Don't tickle me. I will murder you if you tickle me. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Snort. No. Don't show that to.
My feet look disgusting anyway because of fucking.
Don't show it to.
Oh no.
And by the way, in the snap of a finger, I will be outside. So BRB. Okay, so we're outside in the middle of downtown Portsmouth. Well, not downtown, but in a suburban bitch. Anyway. Good thing everybody is inside and nobody can hear me say the B word. Oh my damn it. But outdoor reception time on the SolarCrank CR1009. So let's try it.
Creamy Island, air temperature.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The wind was west at 10 knots.
God, Makoto wasn't kidding when he said the Tropo is complete garbage, because it is hot garbage. Like yesterday's race at Martinsville. Hot garbage. But anyway, I digress. So, the only thing we can do now is discuss the AM/FM capabilities. Okay, the AM/FM capabilities on the SolarCrank CR1009 5-way powered emergency survival radio with NOAA weather radio. So let's try it out.
1. Travel to Chapter Air Force 2. With visit. It was a 6-day trip to Asia. Joe Biden met with Chinese President Xi and other officials and was also introduced to Lee.
I think this is 1140 WRVA in Richmond.
Who he wrote the letter of recommendation for his son by Hunter Biden in the lobby of the hotel where the American delegation was staying. Now, let me be clear. You can't just randomly walk people up to the vice president when they're in a foreign country, especially when it's China, without it being prearranged. He doesn't just have like, hey, Dad, I got a Chinese dude I work with that I'm not going to tell you I work with, and I want you to meet and get a picture with or talk to in the lobby. You're going to write letters of recommendation for his children to get into different American universities. You and I both know it doesn't work that way. So does the Secret Service, by the way. Afterwards, Hunter Biden sat with Lee for what both sides claimed was a social meeting. With Hunter Biden telling the New Yorker, how do I go to Beijing halfway around the world and not see them?
And here's FM.
The app or go to Abe.
Even on April 13th for their Sussex and Greenville complexes. As a corrections officer, you'll be eligible for a $6,000 sign-on bonus and benefits, which includes a VRS retirement.
No. But yeah, clearly there's that. But there's another band besides weather. This thing has shortwave. So let's discuss that next. Okay, the shortwave tuning on the SolarCrank CR1009.
God gave them a certain amount of days to wait for Moses. And when the day of mourning was over, God said,
I mean, it sort of works, but not by much. I guess it's mainly AM bleed through, but it does have shortwave, so I guess that's okay. But in terms of performance, I haven't really noticed it, unless I'm completely missing something, but I don't believe I am. So, on that note, why don't we just, go back inside to discuss something else. The hand strap. So, here's a good feature, the hand strap. This isn't exactly the best, but it's not the worst either. But it is nice to have to carry it around. I mean, especially considering the fact that this thing is a bulky piece of plastic.
Yes.
Hey,
What?
Derpy.
Hi.
But, the hand strap is a handy feature to have, but it ends up looking like a purse, low-key.
Yeah, it kind of does, to be honest. A bulky ass purse.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no room.
Also, you're damn right I'm gonna make a poll.
Fuck.
But, I tried shortwave, AM, and FM. Shortwave, I couldn't even get anything except AM bleed through.
Really?
So shortwave doesn't really work that well on this radio, at least. But shortwave is a thing on some radios, I promise you. Now, this is obviously based on previous experiences with some more professional-based radios in terms of shortwave. But the main focus of it is that at least it has the band there in case you need it. But yeah, that's besides the point. The point is, the hand strap is all right. Nothing too special, but not bad actually. So let's go ahead and get to the next feature. That would actually be the USB cell phone charging. Okay, the USB cell phone charging on the SolarCrank CR1009. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and test it out.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Let me get my USB cable for my iPhone. And I'm going to plug it in the radio, about like so. And I'm going to plug it in to the side here. And is it charging? Let me see. Situation update. It doesn't fucking work. So, that's another bad feature out of the box. But, yeah, it doesn't work. For whatever reason, I tried every single button just now. I tried the hand crank, that didn't work. So, yeah, clearly this thing has issues.
Yeah, it does.
So, yeah. But why don't we get into the next feature, and that would be the build quality. Okay, the build quality on the SolarCrank CR1009. So, I mean, feeling it, it's somewhat cheap, but it's also somewhat sturdy. The tuning isn't exactly the best in terms of, like, feel. Like, for example, look at the needle. Look at the tuning needle. It sometimes sways like it's about to break on the 1700 kilohertz. You might be able to see it on camera, but you might also be able to see it in person. But if you can look here, yeah, right here. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it on camera or not, but when you're at the...
Careful.
Huh?
Careful, because I don't want it to do the glitch thing again.
No, it's off.
Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't happen when it's off?
No, the whole radio is powered off because of the...
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, you see
It
here?
might still do it.
No, it won't.
I don't know.
It won't, because it's off completely. The tuning capabilities are off,
Okay.
so it won't do it.
Still might do it.
How do you know?
Because I have a feeling it will.
But it only did it when it was on. That's probably just a tuning glitch.
I don't know. I hope so.
And besides, it's on the weather band anyway, not FM or AM.
Oh, true.
So,
Should have told me that in the first place.
so it isn't relying on this. It's relying on this.
Okay.
So it's on weather mode. But, yeah, you might be able to see the thing sway a little bit.
Yeah.
But, that's minor. But yeah, the tuning knob does feel a little bit heavy. The volume knob, not so much. The speaker sounds great.
Washington, D.C., clear and 50. Richmond, partly cloudy and 52. Wakefield, clear and 46. Manteo, clear and 55.
I mean, for example, the speaker quality does sound really good.
High pressure slides off the southeast coast Monday into Monday night.
That's full volume.
A weak back door.
Not that bad, actually.
Yeah. So, there's that. The flashlight, very good. The reading light, same story. Also very good. Exceptional. The S.O.S. alarm, we know the story with that. But one thing I did notice, and I'm not going to blast it, but one thing I did notice is that if you listen carefully before it goes on, you can already sort of hear it wind up just a little bit before it actually does it. Like, I'm only going to do it for like a couple seconds. You hear it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kind of.
And also on the side here, you can see the red LED light. Luckily, I know when to time shit like this. Also, I should mention, when it does light up, the red LED lights up with it. Right above the flashlight. So, there's that. Dead. Because the lithium ion, it's off entirely. But, nevertheless.
What?
You're cute. But, yeah, nothing too bad actually. Lithium ion battery, I'm sure it can be easily replaced and recharged at any point in time. But, yeah, overall, the build quality is somewhat decent, so I'm going to give it an in-between rating, honestly.
Yeah.
Reasonable enough?
Wait, what rating?
In between, 50-50.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So, with that, I think we're done with this radio. So, let's go ahead and get into the final thoughts. Okay, in conclusion on the SolarCrank CR1009. For a budget survival radio, it's not that bad. But there are clearly some flaws. From the tuning glitch to the absolute horrendous, tuning, because it is actually a bit heavy, even for me, but there isn't that much stuff that's bad on it. I mean, it's not great, but it's not the worst, if you know what I mean. The design of it looks fucking terrible. We know that much. But the reading light is great. The flashlight is great. The S.O.S. alarm is obviously very loud, which is what its intended purpose is. So, yeah, we have the two knobs in the front, obviously, two dials in the front here. But, yeah, overall, this thing is actually fairly decent. The only complaint that I have, maybe in the future versions of this radio, they should add a digital tuner, like a screen, instead of analog tuning. Because then, that would make it 10 times better. Because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
maybe digital would be better. But personally, would I buy this radio? No. But if you have nothing else, like no options, if you just want to cheap it out for a good sturdy radio such as this with a compass as an extra, I think it would be I don't know, worth the price. I don't know how much it was, but I'm pretty sure it was a low amount because it's an off-branded radio.
I don't know how much it was either. I think like $40, I want to say.
Okay, for all this, that's not exactly too bad, but it's not the best.
Yeah, I don't remember how much it was.
So,
I got that radio like 1 or 2 years ago,
So yeah, that really explains it all. But if you want to buy one for yourself, go right ahead and buy one just for grabs and giggles if you want to try it. But yeah. So that's about it for this radio. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for future episodes of radio reviews. And also subscribe to Raven Feather on YouTube. And his channel will be in the description below. So on that note, this is Clay Ranger 143 signing out along with
Raven Feather / Lunar Raveny. I sounded more southern than I was supposed to.
It took a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, because I was torn between saying my 2 channel names and me!
So anyways, guys, that's that. We will see you guys for the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. And good night from Portsmouth.